woman to woman, just because you carry it well doesn't mean it isn't heavy. It's okay to rest, sis.
Now, this might ruffle some feathers, but as a Black woman, I have zero interest in being strong. Now, am I resilient and capable? Absolutely, but Black women are worth more than the amount we can withstand. What they'll praise you for as strength is really forced self-sufficiency. Nobody was going to take care of you, so you had to take care of yourself. That's not strength, that's survival. And I'm interested in living my life, not just surviving it and getting by it. Like, hello? I will not accept the role of society's infallible caretaker at the expense of my own well-being. I really don't care. I don't want to be strong.
Most women don't want to be strong. They have to be. All right? They've never been able to lean on a man and say, "Whew, can you just please take this off of me?" and have that be done. They've never been able to trust a man that deeply. They never had an example of what a good man looks like, right? So they've had to try to turn themselves into one to supplement the lack of having one around. Regardless of how successful that woman is, right? She could be the CFO of a company, vice president of a company, and be directing and making orders and making decisions all day long. When she walks through that door to come home, she does not want to do that. She wants to be able to lay on her man's chest and know, keyword know, not think, not, possibly, maybe, know that her man is going to be able to take care of things from her from that point. She wants to sit in that passenger seat and be a passenger seat princess because she knows that her man in the driver's seat knows where he's going.
The woman who finally rests, she becomes dangerous. You've been told that rest is indulgence, that rest and softness makes you fragile. But what if it makes you formidable? Because a woman that rests, she actually recalibrates. She starts hearing her own voice again, and she stops leaking energy on chaos. She stops performing, and that's when she becomes completely dangerous. And that's not in aggression, that's in clarity, that's in boundaries. And she becomes unshakable because she trusts herself. Rest, it isn't weakness, it's a quiet revolution.
Everyone wants to be the strong woman. She's praised, admired, put on a pedestal, but here's the secret no one tells you. A strong woman often feels invisible, exhausted, and overwhelmed behind the scenes. Today, we are dismantling the myth of a strong woman, and I'm going to show you why real power comes from blending strength with softness, courage with calm. I used to wear my strength like an armor. I was the one everyone turned to in crisis. The friend who always fixed problems, the daughter who never asked for help. On the outside, I looked untouchable, but on the inside, I was running on fumes. Strength without softness can feel like survival mode, constant performance without rest. Healing taught me it's okay to soften, it's okay to pause, and it's okay to let others hold some weight. Being strong often comes with invisible chains. People rely on you for emotional labor, problem solving, and reassurance. You begin to confuse care with obligation and compassion with sacrifice. I remember staying up all night to support a friend, then realizing I had nothing left for myself. My energy, my peace, my priorities, all drained. How often do you do things out of obligation instead of genuine choice? Start noticing this pattern. Identify one scenario where you overextend yourself. Say no once and see how it feels. This is not selfish, it's reclaiming your energy. The world tells strong women that vulnerability is failure, but the truth is softness is strength. A soft woman can speak her truth, receive love, and rest without guilt. Sharing your feelings honestly with a partner or asking a friend for emotional support doesn't diminish you. It elevates your relationship and your peace. I once cried openly in front of someone I trusted and was worried they'd see me as weak. Instead, they listened, supported, and respected my authenticity. That was a turning point. I realized softness was a power I ignored. Strength without support becomes isolation. Real empowerment means knowing when to ask for help. Healing shows you that you don't need to carry everything alone. Reach out to one person this week for support, whether it's advice, a shoulder to lean on, or help with a task. Notice how liberating it feels. The first time I accepted help without guilt, I felt lighter. It wasn't weakness, it was freedom. Strength blended with softness transforms you. You no longer perform toughness for validation, you live intentionally. Authenticity becomes your superpower. You can say no, rest, feel deeply, and still command respect. Healing teaches that your worth doesn't depend on how much you endure. It depends on how aligned you are with your values. So ask yourself today, where are you pretending to be strong out of fear or obligation? Where could you soften without losing power? True strength isn't about surviving endlessly. It's about thriving with courage, softness, and clarity. Step into your authenticity. Balance is your new strength. If this helps you, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.